Hi, you're going to become an expert on using tools used to measure mass. Please have your 5-subject notebook ready, turned to the science section so that you can take notes on the 5 main points that are highlighted in this video. As you see here, these are all tools we can use to find the mass of an object. What is mass? Mass is the amount of matter in an object or in a substance. So mass is the amount of stuff inside. Sometimes we use the term weight to describe mass, okay? Mass is a measure of how much stuff is inside something, so we can weigh it. Here you see some scales. The scales you see in front of you here are balance scales. I'm going to show you a variety of balance scales. This is a balance scale that was created by a student in 5th grade. There are 2 sides, and you can measure things in the cups to see which side is heavier, which side is weighed down more. Here's another balance scale. It's very simple. It's very simple. We have 2 sides. What we want to do is put something on one side, and you see it weighs it down. We can put something on the other to try to balance it out, a balance scale. If it settles in the middle, you see that it's balanced. They weigh the same. Another balance scale, you may have seen one like this before. Okay? We have 2 cups to hold things on both sides. This has a slide in the middle. We want to make sure it is centered so that both sides are even to start with. And then we can add one thing to one side, and you see it weighs it down because there's more mass in this pencil. There's more mass, there's more stuff here than there was before, and we can balance it out by adding a pencil to the other side, okay? Now we get to the more specific type of balance scale. This looks very similar to the one we just used, however this gets more detailed. Here's again that slide that we can use to get it totally balanced to begin with. And the way we know it's completely balanced is this needle aligns with a line on the scale. So once it's totally balanced, we have that needle in the middle. We can put an object on one side and we see it's no longer balanced. We could also put that object on the other side to try to balance it out, or we can drop down the fronts here and we have little gram weights, okay? So grams are what we use to measure mass. Grams, kilograms, okay? Not pounds. We're not going to use the customary measurements. In science, we're going to use the metric measurements. So for mass, that is grams. All right, so these little grams are little weights. We're going to put these weights on the other side to try to balance it out. When you are using your gram weights, you always want to start with the heaviest and go further down to the smallest or the lightest. So you see this weight, which on it says 50 grams, was way too heavy, did not balance it out. It had too much mass, so it was heavier. This one is 20 grams. So now I'm going down my size here. Again, too much mass, too much matter in this. This is the smaller one, it's 10 grams. Let's see. Whoa, this pencil is less than 10 grams because the 10-gram weight unbalanced the scale. That's another 10-gram weight. Here we have a 5. Nope, my 5 is stuck at the moment, so I'm going to go with a 2. Sorry about that. Okay, now you see my 2 didn't weigh it down enough, so I wanted my 5. I'll take another 2, and now it's balancing. Now it's balancing. Maybe I want my little 1, my little baby 1. And that's perfectly balanced. So this pencil, I now have a measurement for. It's 5 grams. The mass of this pencil is 5 grams. Another tool we can use to measure mass is a spring scale. Okay, this is a spring scale. There's a spring inside that can be pulled and bounce back. You see a G, this is for grams as well. We can hang something from this spring scale to see how many grams it is, how much matter is in that object.